According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, somewhere in this country, every 9 seconds, a woman is assaulted or beaten. Domestic violence affects women, children, and men of all racial and socioeconomic classes. Here in Richmond, the Carol Adams Foundation works to help affected women and children. To fund their programs and bring awareness, the organization is presenting its 6th annual Struttin Against Domestic Violence fashion show. It's coming up this Saturday. Joining us today are Sergeant Carol Adams and lead fashion show coordinator Natalie Mumford. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good to see you. You got all this great food here. I guess models don't eat like this on a regular basis, or do they?
They do.
That's good to know. And you brought some beautiful clothes today. But first, let's talk about the issue. The fact that we gave out is just terrifying, that every 9 seconds someone is assaulted, a woman is assaulted. And it's such a big issue, but it's such a silent issue, even today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that's the purpose of the fashion show, is to create awareness and to educate individuals about it and to provide the opportunity for people to talk out loud about it.
Talk about a little bit, Carol, about what your foundation does for people in the community.
Okay, well, we provide gap services, Cheryl. So what the larger organizations can't do because of their policy and guidelines. So if there's a victim here and she is ready to leave her situation, we will put her on the bus and send her home. If home is California, we're going to get her out of here. We also put women, men, and children up overnight in a hotel, a safe place, until they can connect with the larger organizations. We have 3 transitional homes where we have families living in them, and so that's like a temporary home away from home, so we can give them the opportunity to get on their feet and to get reestablished, you know, to get their own place. We also have a clothes closet and a furniture closet. So my #1 priority is to be able to create a safe haven once they decide that they want to leave their current situation, and so that they won't lack for anything, because it's difficult. And I try to get people to think about how would you feel if you left home this morning, you could never return? How would you make it? And so that's the goal of the foundation, to be able to put all those pieces in place so that when someone decides to leave a horrible situation like domestic violence, that they can really move on and not have to revert and to go back.
That's just one more step in building the courage, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Because it must be frightening, 1, to be a victim, but 2, to think about walking away.
Yes, and think about if you have 2 or 3 kids to add to that equation, and you're leaving, and how can you make it? How can you focus on work? How can you focus on your children when you don't have a safe place to live and you don't have a safe environment, and then you have someone that's looking for you, that's actively looking for you, that has threatened to take your life and that has done terrible things to you? So how can you manage all of that and be a good, productive mother or even employee?
And doing something like this for the community takes funds, and that's where the fashion show comes in.
Absolutely, Cheryl. We need funding, we need support, and right now all of our funding comes from private donors, individuals that have been impacted or that know someone, and that's the other thing, Cheryl. It is a silent killer, and we must start to talk about it. We must talk out loud about it, and we must create opportunities for individuals to get help. And, you know, we want everyone to be healthy and whole, and we want our families to be together, but when there's something like domestic violence going on, the separation need to occur so that affected party can get the help that they need so that they can be a productive partner in a relationship.
That's a very strong statement to make. Let's talk about the fashion show, Natalie.
Yes, ma'am.
You put this together. You got lots of models, lots of clothes, lots of fun.
Okay, so this year we have about 40 to 45 models, all volunteers. They just want to come and help the cause. And what we're doing is focusing on the part of domestic violence and abuse that people don't focus on, the underexposed, things that we don't talk about. When we think about domestic violence, we automatically assume it's a man and a woman.
Right.
The man beating on the woman. But we want to talk about some other things, you know, things happening on college campuses, human trafficking, LGBTQ community, things of that nature. And so we want to focus on our talented designers here in Richmond.
We got a sneak peek. Talk a little bit about the clothes that we're seeing today.
Okay, so we have about 9 designers this year. As you see on the left, we have Shamice wearing Angela's Couture, who is local. And then you have our African wear by Mickey B Collection.
That's just like a ray of sunshine, isn't it?
Yes, and she's beautiful. And then we have Malik wearing Angela's Couture as well. And then we have RJ Custom Brand worn by Miss Michaela, and that's a kind of distressed look that he goes for. And then lastly, we have the crochet creations made by Tangie's Closet.
So very varied in what we're going to see.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
You're on the cutting edge. You're going to show
Yes.
us everything that we need to know about fashion this season and next.
Yes, and I'm wearing kind of a thrifted look from Blessed for Less boutique. I would say my entire outfit was probably $15.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So we definitely want to have fun, but we want to create awareness while having the fun and, you know, putting some fashion out there.
And it's so nice, Carol, I'm sure, for you to have people in the community who are willing to step up and help you.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what we talk about. And some of our other partners are JP Jumpers, because we also want to create awareness when we talk about special needs communities also. And then we have the Love Life Foundation that's come on board, and they do something called Queen for a Day. So, and we will have some of our survivors come along, and they will get a makeover for the day, Cheryl, and from head to toe, an outfit, and get their hair. And those moms will also be able to bring their girls along, their babies along, so that we could just empower them. And that's what this is about. This is a family affair, because this is about families, and this is about having a significant impact on families and letting everybody know that they are loved, and to empower them. And the fashion show, think about every time a model walks on stage, that's empowering a woman, that's empowering someone, and that's what we're taking the steps to help them start the process to start life in a new direction.
Well, thank you for all you do in the community. Natalie, thank you for putting together such a beautiful show. The 6th annual Struttin Against Domestic Violence Fashion Show is this Saturday, May 20th at J. Sargent Reynolds Community College Parham Road campus. The show begins at 4 o'clock. We'll put a link to more information on our website at WTVR.com/VTM by early this afternoon. Can we get one more look at the models? Because they look absolutely fabulous. I don't know if we can get a shot over there. There they are. So you can see this and up about 40 models total in the show. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Pick out your favorite and maybe patronize them.